passenger dies at Devil's Bay. Honorable PENN and CLINE tackle work permit issue. Honorable Fraser says incinerator device not coming. USVI eases travel restrictions. The CDC says to avoid travel to 27 Caribbean countries. Softball and baseball training offered for ages 3+. Prince William and Kate Middleton may tour the Caribbean. All these and more when 284 returns.
Live stream cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.
Welcome everybody. It's Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. I'm Nia Douglas coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. Starting off today's news, in an official comment, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force confirmed that a male tourist was found unresponsive at Devil's Bay, Virgin Gorda. The statement said police confirmed that a 66-year-old male was found unresponsive in the waters off Devil's Bay this morning. He was later pronounced dead. Officials further said the cause of death is unknown. When the male cruise ship passenger was pulled from the water, he was unresponsive. It is alleged that the incident took place around 9 a.m. on February 2nd, 2022. At the time, the danger flag alerting residents and visitors of the dangers of the water was being flown. In other news, the present work permit issue being faced by the Department of Labor and Workforce Development is being labeled as unacceptable and needs to be fixed urgently. This was the sentiment shared by local talk show host Claude Skelton-Klein during a recent airing of his Honestly Speaking radio program. Our Kamal Haynes has that story.
Claude Skelton-Klein has called on the government to resolve the issue of delayed work permits immediately, as it is one that could possibly affect the BVI's economy if left unresolved. But he believes the issue has been going on in the territory for far too long, and the time has come where the ministry need to get to the root of the problem.
Staff and labor, which is minimal staff, they are understaffed, and the workload has not decreased. In some instances, it has increased. And persons' work permits are being held up left and right 6-7 months. It's unacceptable. There can be no excuse and there can be no explanation for what's happening in labor. If it is that the staff is, that the personnel is short-staffed, get the people the proper resources they need so that they can do the work of the ministry. If it is that the system that we have put in place is not coming up to spec, in that it's not doing what it was intended to do, then doggone it, let's do something else that moves in a more efficient manner these work permits along.
CLINE also said that constant delaying of work permits has started to frustrate the business community, adding that the mutual relationship which should exist between businesses and the government is basically non-existent right now in the BVI.
The business community, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, large businesses, have all collectively joined a chorus in saying that what's happening here is not working. Part of the role of government is to create an environment that makes it conducive, makes it efficient and effective for businesses to conduct their business. Government collect our fees, etc., so that the government can do its business. So there's a mutual symbiotic relationship that needs to exist. It's not happening right now.
Additionally, he further rubbished the claims made by the Minister of Labour and Immigration Vincent Wheatley, where the minister recently stated that the delays of issuing work permits are not due to a slow system, but to a recently instituted policy which prioritizes the hiring of locals over expats. The talk show host said he did not understand what the minister meant by his comments and insisted that the government find the resources needed to get the Labour Department up to speed.
No, I heard my minister, and I like my minister. I support my minister. I heard him say that there's no delay. Now, I don't know what my minister mean by that. You see, it's one thing when Skelton Klein or somebody who has a relationship with somebody else can call, but that should not be what the normal is for the average person to get through labor. We got people going on there standing in line. What is it, immigration or in labor? They're waiting for this. They're coming back. They can't pay this. The system doesn't work. Man, for God in heaven's sake, let's do the prudent, the wise, the simple, the seamless thing. Provide the staff the resources they need to carry out the work of the ministry, so that businesses who pay taxes, who hire people, who make payroll, who do Social Security, who do NHI, can conduct business.
Meanwhile, at a press conference held by Her Majesty's loyal opposition yesterday, February 2nd, leader Marlon PENN also addressed the issue of delayed work permits. He said businesses have come to him expressing their displeasure with having to wait sometimes more than 6 months to get a work permit approved.
No, some businesses have expressed to me that some of the permits are taking as long as 18 months. Sorry, I apologize. As long as 6 months for some of them to be approved. And these are employees whom has been with the businesses, employees whom stayed on during the time of the lockdowns, where businesses were trying to keep these persons because of the skill in some of these employees to keep them on staff and the importance of the business, and still are here struggling to get their employees back on the job and moving the businesses forward. We are hearing from the minister where he's expressed that the issue is one of due diligence. And when you listen to the minister speak on this subject, you don't know which one to believe, because he has raised more than 3 times different scenarios surrounding this subject. The first one was an issue of due diligence in response to when I brought the subject up first. Then a week after, we heard in the media that they were short staffed and they weren't able to meet the requirement. And just recently we heard on 284 Media that the economy was rebounding so quickly that and they couldn't catch up. So it's a good thing that the economy is moving so quickly. So the minister needs to make up his mind on what it is. But what it is mismanagement.
Well, opposition leader PENN said this recent issue is blatant evidence that the minister responsible for the subject is unable to properly manage the resources needed for the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. He said this mismanagement is creating additional and undue hardship to the businesses that are suffering as a result of the issue. But PENN therefore called for the minister to get the issue resolved as soon as possible. I'm Kamal Haynes reporting for 284 News.
Up next, Honorable Fraser says an incinerator device will not be coming, nor will it be fixed. This story and more after a word from our sponsors.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Welcome back, viewers. In response to the Minister of Health, Honorable Carvin Malone's recent declaration that the long-awaited scrubber device for the Pockwood Pond incinerator will be arriving shortly, 3rd District Representative Honorable Julian Fraser has insisted that the scrubber device is not coming, nor should it be expected to get fixed. Take a look.
One of his agendas was to get a scrubber in that incinerator. I said, Minister, you will be talking about that scrubber when you leave, because it's not going to happen. He didn't believe me because he went to Virginia and he talked to the people and all the rest of it. The last time I asked him about the scrubber, he told me about the trip he had to Virginia and that how they were building it and all that. It's the premier who got up afterwards and said the company went defunct, bankrupt, out of business. The scrubber isn't coming. That issue with the incinerator, it takes more than a minister talking about a pandemic to get that incinerator fixed. And when you talk about getting it fixed, it means the minister got to get himself down on the ground and get dirty and get into that business of making sure that those kind of things get done. There comes a point in a minister's life when he has to get down himself. And you don't want to say go around the public officers, but take them with you. If you got to go to Virginia, you take them with you. And coming out of the COI, the lessons that I've learned from that exercise with these people coming here, take him with you. Let him be the one to take the lead, but you make sure he goes and you go with him to get that incinerator fixed. I don't expect it to get fixed then.
Now, Honorable Malone addressed the matter at a recent ceremony and assured the public that the incinerator will be fixed shortly. Also in today's news, fully vaccinated United States Virgin Islanders traveling back to their homeland will no longer be required to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test effective February 2nd. This was announced by the United States Virgin Islands Lieutenant Governor Tregenza Roach during a weekly COVID-19 press briefing update. He said with the active case and hospitalizations trending downwards, it was felt by the USVI administration that there was a need to begin easing some of the existing COVID travel protocols.
Hospitals. As has been our practice in managing both the health risks and the economic impact of this pandemic, we are at the place where we find it rather safe to begin easing some of our existing protocols. Travel restrictions. With that, effective tomorrow, Wednesday, February 2, we will revert back to the 5-day testing requirement or proof of a USVI vaccine record for travelers entering the territory. So if you are traveling into the territory after tomorrow, you are no longer required to have a negative PCR or antigen test taken within 72 hours for entry into the territory. All you would need is either a negative PCR or antigen test taken within 5 days of the date of your travel, or proof of vaccination within the USVI.
Meanwhile, in a prior statement issued to the VI Consortium, it was reported that USVI Governor Albert Bryan intends to lift all Omicron-induced restrictions in the USVI by next week. The USVI's total active coronavirus infections totaled 473 on Tuesday, with St. Croix accounting for 303 of those cases, followed by St. Thomas with 145 and St. John with 25 cases. Up next, the CDC is saying to avoid traveling to these Caribbean countries. Stay tuned.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Thanks for sticking with us. Last week, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, made regional headlines after adding several additional Caribbean countries to the list of countries to avoid traveling to amidst the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. As of today, the British Virgin Islands is still on the list of countries that are considered to be at the highest risk of travel. making the BVI one of 27 Caribbean nations that are yet to lose their Level 4 very high-risk status. Other destinations in the Caribbean that are classified by the CDC at a Level 4 include Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the Cayman Islands, the Dominican Republic, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago, to name just a few. The CDC recommends travelers should avoid travel to Level 4 countries, noting that if you must travel to the country in question, make sure you are vaccinated and up to date with your COVID-19 vaccines before travel. According to the CDC website, COVID-19 data reported by the World Health Organization and other official sources are used to make determinations about travel health notice levels. The CDC also says that if a destination does not provide this data, their level would then be automatically designated as unknown, and travelers would subsequently be advised to follow Level 4 recommendations by default. In other news, sporting activities across the Virgin Islands are an essential part of our culture and the educational advancement of our students. Additionally, those that creatively allow for academic success are very important. Now, it appears that softball and baseball enthusiasts now have an avenue to be introduced to the sport. Our Ron Grant has more.
After-school programs are essential to the benefit of our students all across the territory of the Virgin Islands. Of course, the global pandemic COVID-19 has allowed us to truly understand what it means to keep our students gainfully occupied. There is a new after-school program on the block that's solidifying its position in keeping our students culturally relevant. That's Diamond Sporting Academy. Of course, if you did not know, softball is the national sport of the Virgin Islands. And yes, I am at the E. Wallenbruley softball field in Tortola, British Virgin Islands. Take a look. Let's go. After-school sporting programs are making a comeback through the Diamond Sporting Academy's elite softball and baseball training camp. This after-school initiative is open to boys and girls ages 3 and up. Participants will participate in extensive training through fun drills to keep them informed about the fundamentals of the sport. Now, the program kicks off on February 7th, 2022 from Monday through Friday. Family packages are available for 2 or more kids in a household. Recently, the Diamond Sporting Academy concluded its Christmas program, which saw a number of students learning the sport of softball and baseball. I caught up with Daria Malone, educator and owner of Diamond Sporting Academy. Take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Daria Malone of Diamond Sporting Academy. My main goal for this after-school program is to keep the kids busy, but to also keep them well engaged with our national sport, which is softball, but we are teaching baseball and t-ball to the younger kids. What we want to do is make sure the kids understand the fundamentals of the game, to teach them, to show them what the sport can do for them and their family. We start at, the youngest we're taking is 3 years old, and we go all up to whoever wants to come. We don't have a maximum age. If anybody wants to come, even if it's an adult, we'll accept them. So the program runs from Monday through Friday. What we're gonna do is we're having 2 separate programs. We're gonna have the first program, which starts at 3:30, ends at 4:30, and that would be the first program, which would be catering to the 3-year-olds to 12-year-olds. And the second program would be at 5 o'clock to 6 p.m., which would cater to the 13-year-olds and up. To get in contact with me, my phone number is 499-9975. You can contact us through our Facebook page at Diamond Sporting Academy, or you can email us at diamondsacademy@gmail.com. As you can see, as I hope you can see, the main high school of the British Virgin Islands is back there. And I'm also a physical education teacher at that school. Being with that, I see a lot of academical problems with a lot of our student athletes. We try to focus more on the sports, but we need to remember that student comes before athlete. So our main goal here is to push academics. You have to maintain a certain GPA to be a part of the program, to keep being a part of the program, sorry. You have to also maintain respect to your teachers, your parents, your fellow teammates, and anybody in the community. You are signed up, but if you do get in trouble, you will have to come to practice, as that's what we're pushing, but you'll just be sitting on the bench. Our main goal is academics. We want our students to realize that you are a student athlete, but student comes first. So recently, over the past break, we had our first launch of the academy and we had our Christmas program. It was spectacular. We were out here on this same exact field. We had about a maximum of 23 kids on a daily, and each one of them enjoyed their time, enjoyed their day, and they've been begging to come back for more.
For more information, contact them at 499-9975 or diamondsacademy@gmail.com or Facebook at Diamonds Sporting Academy. Reporting for 284, I'm Ron Grant.
When we get back, should the BVI expect a royal visit this year? Stay tuned.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back to 284 News. Reports are being made that Prince William and Kate Middleton are planning a visit to the Caribbean this spring on a tour reportedly focused on ecological issues that will mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee this year. Sources are alleging that the primary stop on this tour will be the nation of Belize, where, like the BVI, the Queen is head of state. Prince William also is said to have once trained with the Welsh Guards while in Belize. The length of the tour and other possible stops have not yet been confirmed. However, Daily Mail reports that talk of a visit from the royals has taken Belize by storm after representatives from Cambridge were sighted at Ambergris Caye, purportedly in preparation for a royal visit. Should the tour commence as according to present reports, the British Virgin Islands might expect a royal visit of their own as a British overseas territory. In other news, Social Security Board (SSB) customers will now have the option of making online payments through the SSB's new secure digital portal, which was launched on Tuesday, February 1st. This was confirmed in a media release from the SSB, which said the new online payment portal is called SSB Pay. According to the board, the introduction of the online payment portal is to highlight the SSB's attempt to modernize their services. With SSB Pay, customers will be able to pay their contributions at any time using any Visa, MasterCard, or ATH card. The minimalist interface also allows users to pay for certificates of earnings, good standings, and card replacements, the board stated. They added SSB Pay was tested during a 5-month soft launch, where select companies were allowed early access to the portal. During the soft launch, the online payment project team assessed customer experiences to craft info materials, allowing future users to better engage the payment hub. This online initiative was also constructed to collaborate with NHI's e-services to allow NHI beneficiaries access to online payments as well. Commenting on the new initiative was the director of the SSB, Mrs. Jeanette Scatliff-Boynes, who spoke to the convenience of having this new system active. She said, "We're pleased to offer this update as we continue to find new ways to better serve. Not only is online payment efficient, it's convenient, minimizes contact, and maximizes safety during this time." Meanwhile, the board also said that lobby services will continue. However, customers now have the option to skip the line and pay their bills on time. They said that this initiative is just one of many which are scheduled by the Social Security Board for 2022. That's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Nia Douglas. I'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news, right here on 284 Media. Happy Thursday, everybody. Have a great evening.
Get ready to reason, reflect, and redirect. We are the movers and shakers of this generation, and we ain't afraid to show it. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 3 by yours truly, Ron Grant, raising a generation of greatness.
Live stream cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brand new season of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. It doesn't always involve suits and, bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. This season, I'm taking you on an entirely different journey, from chefs to dancers, philanthropists, communications specialists, and much more. I'm heading outside in the field to share the journey of some of the BVI's best and brightest men. From East End to West End, Borgingada, Jackson Lake, not forgetting Antigata. Our Virgin Islands gentlemen are doing the damn thing, and I'm so proud. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redirect. We are the movers and shakers of this generation, and we ain't afraid to show it. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 3 by yours truly, Ron Grant, raising a generation of greatness.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Live stream cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.